You are now listening to the Gospel of Alex. Alex, drop those scriptures.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. The sun's about to set. That means it's time for me to cook. And we're going to do a reaction to Steve Harvey. Because everybody been running around talking about Steve Harvey simping. Steve Harvey simping. Steve Harvey said women don't gotta bring nothing to the table. Now listen, I'm not going to judge the man off of a clip. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to actually play the whole damn segment. All right, it's like a 3-minute, 50-second segment from what I downloaded. I have not watched it yet, so y'all about to get an authentic reaction. But we're going to download the whole segment and see what the man said in context. Because one thing that sucks, and I can understand it, being an online personality myself, is when someone takes something you said out of context and makes it into whatever the hell they want it to be. That's annoying. So I'm not going to do that to that man. I'm going to take the whole damn clip, the whole 3 minutes. I'm going to react to it piece by piece and then give my general overview of whether or not I thought Steve Harvey was simping or if he was spitting some real stuff. He might even be in between. Who knows? But we about to find out. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. We about to do our reaction right here to the Steve Harvey video. Let's go.
There's a dude named Nuri Mohammed. I wish I had my phone, man. You could hear what this dude said about relationships. It's the coldest thing. He said, other than your relationship with God, who you choose to spend the rest of your life with is the single most important decision you will ever make. Because your other half will your other half will be your better half or make you half of what you could be. Wow. She will either inspire you to greatness or reduce you to mediocrity. And then at the end of it, he said, so choose wisely. Because a woman like an elevator button, man, they can take you up or down. If you get the right one, you got something. You get the wrong one, but it's like a man to a woman. If you get the right man, you can go somewhere. Right. You get the wrong man, you off.
Now, right off the bat, I agree with that statement when he said, that's actually a beautiful way to word it, when he said, your better half either make you better or make you half of what you could be. That's 1,000% facts. I've told you guys before, and I will tell you guys again. A woman in her femininity, a woman that's for you, your twin flame, all right? She's going to be the missing piece to motivate you, to support you, and to help you on your journey to become successful, right? I used the example of Anna Cup and how she went out and worked 2 jobs so that Cooper Cup didn't have to work anymore. He could focus solely on football, and he went on to become a Super Bowl winning wide receiver. Cannot remember if he won the Super Bowl MVP or not, but like I always say, if he didn't and they gave it to Matthew Stafford, it should have went to Cooper Cup because he was the MVP of that damn game. But irregardless whether he did or not, he's a champion. He's one of the best receivers in the entire league. And she helped him get to that point. Better half, all right? Ryan Coogler, director of Fruitvale Station, Creed, Black Panther 1 and 2. All right, Black Panther 2, the only movie he made that I did not like. His wife went out and brought him Final Draft so that he could write his movie scripts. And it paid off tenfold. He's one of the best movie directors in Hollywood right now. Now, you get the wrong damn woman, right? And you can end up like Krishan Rock and Blueface. Not because this works vice versa, guys. And I think he said that in the clip too. This works vice versa. A woman who gets, and I tell women this all the time, a woman gets with the wrong man, it's going to make her life sink too because she's going to follow his lead. Why do you think they always tell women you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas? Because at the end of the day, they can fight it all day, but a woman is naturally submissive. And once she gives herself to you, once she falls in love with you and you knock the Mario coins out of her V-Box enough time, she's going to follow your lead. And if you going to hell, she going to hell right with you. Y'all both going to burn together with gasoline drawers on. Right? So Krishan Rock and Blueface is a perfect example. These people did this to each other. Yeah, they got their little show and stuff, but they're ruining each other's life. She missing a tooth. She getting fat. She drugged out now. Yeah, he drugged out now. He ain't made a hit in forever. They're not uplifting each other because they're not right for each other. All right? And there's thousands of other examples that I can give. Thousands of examples I can give. The right woman is going to support everything you do. She's going to be your biggest fan. She's not going to stand in your way. Like when people ask me about my ex, I tell them all the time. I be like, listen, she wasn't a bad person, but we were going in two different directions. We're going two different directions. I'm like, listen, I'm getting ready to move to LA, really take my film thing to the next level. I'm about to go from podcast to this YouTube thing. At the end of the day, she didn't want no parts of that. For whatever reason she had. But she also didn't really want to let go of me. But now you stepping in the way of my purpose. We can't have that. You got to go. So it doesn't even always mean that you're a bad person. But I would have literally been half of what I am right now if I would have stayed in that situation. It just wasn't working. And a non-selfish person like myself will say, look, flap your wings. Do what you think is best for you. You don't want to move. You don't want to be involved in all that. That's fine. I'm not going to stop you from doing that. But I'm going to do my damn thing. I'm going to do my damn thing. And any of you men watching this, women watching this, you see a dude, he get the wrong baby mother, he married the wrong woman, she drags him through hell. We see it all the time. A woman, she get the wrong baby father, she get with the wrong man, he drags her through hell. We see it all the time. So far, Steve Harvey is spitting. But let's see what else he had to say.
Like I heard you say one time, well, I was laughing so hard. You said you paid for a divorce.
Yeah.
I said, this dude right here was committed.
But see, I want people to think she was getting a divorce already. I didn't break the home up because you know how people take it and run with it.
Yeah.
She was getting a divorce. They were having
money.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Right.
I'm trying to invest in my future.
Right.
See, these dudes kill me. That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
All right, so this is the clip that went viral that everybody's mad for him about. Now, he was spitting. Now he's definitely on some simp shit. Now, I'll say this. Everything he said wasn't wrong. It is a man's responsibility to take care of his woman. It is a man's responsibility to take care of his children and to start a family. However, for this Mr. Clean head ass dude to come on there and say, well, she can have children. She can bring your children in the world. What else does she need to bring to the table? Well, that would be the same as me dropping my nuts on the table and saying, well, you can't bring children to the world without me, which is a fact, not an opinion. So what do I need to bring anything else to the table for? Unless we start to talk about test tube babies, and I could make a test tube baby too. So what are we talking about here? So the reality of the situation is procreation is not a benefit. I repeat, procreation is not a benefit. And I'm tired of women and men like this. Now, I ain't finished the whole video, so I'm not going to automatically say he's a simp. Yeah, he's simping right now. But I'm tired of the narrative that women bring children into this world and they're so special because they can bring children into this world. A woman can't bring shit here without a man. And for all you Hotep, Kemet, science dudes who about to come in, you can't tell me nothing about spirituality. I promise I know more than you do. So don't come here, the woman is God, and they used to be, no. We used to be hermaphrodites, as in we had no damn sex. We had both organs. So the woman didn't used to be able to bring anything. Even if you go into that realm, right, which I'm not going to spend too much time in because this channel ain't about that. Half of y'all ain't even going to know what I'm talking about right now. So we're going to go past this. But I'm just saying, before y'all even come, even if you go into that realm, you know, the land before time, way back when and shit, ancient Egypt and aliens and all that, we were hermaphrodites. Meaning we had both parts. Meaning we were asexual by that theory. So you still didn't have women just having damn kids. And the reality is we ain't hermaphrodites no more. We ain't asexual no more. And a woman can't have a kid without a man unless she makes a test tube baby, which a man could do too if he wanted to. So that's irrelevant. At the end of the day, my seed needs to go in your soil to plant seeds, to stampede the globe, to grow a tree, aka birth a child. You can't do it without me. I can't do it without you. Your womb is no more greater than my seeds of life running in my loins. I did a whole video on this, one of my best videos. Go check it out in the archives. My seed is just as powerful as your womb. Your womb is no better than my seed. It's not. All this competition shit. She can bring your kid in the world. Not without me, she can't bring nothing in the world. Nothing. And if we really go back into the biological sectors of it, the whole reason women get attached after they have sex is because if we didn't have the conventions of modern science, which were built by men, by the way, but if we didn't have houses and the police and guns and all these other conveniences that men made, once a woman was pregnant, she had a commission for 9 months, and then 6 weeks out of that, she wouldn't be able to defend herself, fight off predators, catch food, do nothing. So the reason that they even latch onto us after we get them pregnant is because they would need that protection. The only reason they feel like they don't need us now is because of conveniences that men literally designed, built, and put into place. So no, she does need to bring more to the table. What more does she need to bring to the table? How about support like Anna Cup and Ryan Coogler? How about that? How about supporting your man, supporting his mission? And you don't gotta put no money up. It could just be support by being his biggest fan. It could just be support by maybe typing something for him, answering the phones, being his secretary, being an executive wife, like I talk about all the goddamn time. What else can you bring to the table? The ability to cook so you can nurture your family, nourish your family with good food. The ability to clean so you can take care of, look after your family, the upkeep of your family and your household. Wisdom, so you can add to your husband's leadership. You can be his counsel. And when he doesn't know what to do, what move to make, you can tell him, go this way, baby, or go that way, baby. Because just because a man is the leader, you guys got to realize the president don't make decisions by himself. He has a whole cabinet. Kings don't make decisions by themselves. They have a whole council. Your woman is your counsel. So when you stuck with a big decision, you should be able to go to your woman and she should have wisdom to add to you for you to make the right decision for the household, for yourself, for the family. Y'all don't want to hear that because we cooking. Talking about some what else you got to add to the table. How about being your personal peace star? And by peace star, I mean prawn star. So you don't want for nothing else. You don't need for nothing else because your baby is going to hold it down on all levels. She going to be a lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. She a freak elite. How about bringing that to the damn table? The hell you mean? What else you gotta bring to the table? Every woman has a womb. To suggest that a woman doesn't have to bring anything else to the table because she can have a baby means that any woman with a fully functioning womb is automatically valuable and you should just date her. Why vet? At that point, why vet? Just grab the first woman and just, she's good because she can have a baby. That's stupid. That's stupid. Now, again, he was spitting before he said this. So I'm not going to outright call him a simp there. He was just feeling himself too damn much there. And I don't even think it's his fault. We're programmed to believe as men that the womb is so damn valuable because women bring life to the earth. Women don't bring life to the earth. The womb is dead until the seed of life is put into it. This is the gym. Someone timestamp this for me. The womb is dead until the seed of life from a man's loin gets put into it. What the hell is soil with no seeds? Nothing. You can't grow nothing with soil. It doesn't matter how fertile the soil is. If there are no seeds, it's useless. It's dirt. The womb is barren until the seed of life gets put into it. The womb ain't no greater than the loins. At the end of the day, all a penis is an inside-out vagina. All vagina is an inward penis. That's it. It's the same thing. One's not more valuable than the other. We're supposed to be complimenting each other. Y'all turn things that don't even need to be a competition into a competition. But with that being said, let's continue and see what else he had to say. All right, he 1-1 right now. So this him. He perfectly balanced. He said some shimp shit. He said some good shit. He like this right now. So we're going to see how he finishes this out. All right, let's continue.
But what happens to when the woman tell you, I don't need a man, Steve?
Well, they need to, what? Okay, if you don't, how that's working? You know, how that's working? Who don't need no man?
I'm independent. I can do for myself.
Yeah, but why do you want to? Yeah, okay, you can drop a transmission. You can sandblast your house. But hell, do you want to?
No.
I'm not trying to reduce a woman to nothing else. Be all you can be. But damn, who don't need a man? That's a lie.
Now, Steve Harvey cooking again, because I agree with him about that. That's strong and independent. If it's one thing I cannot stand, it's when women start talking that I'm independent, I don't need no man BS. I can't stand that because we don't need you either. And it's a child, it's a kid art. The reason you very rarely to never hear men say, well, I got my own job and money. What do I need a woman for? Is because it's childish, it's beneath us. You think we can't cook for ourselves? You think we can't clean for ourselves? You think if we could afford to keep your ass, we could have it made. At this point, most dudes only want to smash anyway. Women say that all the time. So to turn around and say, well, we don't need you, we don't need you. It's a stupid argument. It's a childish argument. That's two of the biggest red flags you can get for a woman. This is another gem. I don't need no man if she says anything close, similar to, or around that, and it's not fair, or that's not fair. I want things to be fair. This is two of the biggest red flags you can ever see. Because not strong and independent, it not only is a dumb talking point, but it's childish. You're an adult. I pay my own bills, what I need a man for. Congratulations on being an adult. You're an adult. So what? You paying all your own damn bills don't mean you don't need a man. Do you want a family? Guess what? You need a man. Do you want companionship? Guess what? You need a man. You want protection? Guess what? You need a man. You want provision? Guess what? You need a man. Even if you want someone to just take half the load out for you, you need a man, unless you're LGBTQ, which is a different conversation. So it's a stupid, childish, little girl argument. That's what it is. Like when you take the game from a kid. I don't need that game. I don't need that game. You know damn well you would be playing it if I didn't take it from you. And then number two is, it's not fair. If you can do it, why can't I do it? And the reason that's a red flag is because I told you guys this before, and I'll tell you again. Women don't give a shit about fair until it's something that's in your advantage. When it's in your advantage, then they want to talk about what's fair. Like, for example, if you say, I want a woman to do the housework, she's going to say, that's not fair. You should help me with the housework. Why do I have to do that? That's not fair. But is she going to climb up on that ladder and clean those gutters? Nope. Is she going to go out there in 90, 80 degree weather and mow that lawn? Nope. She going to drag that trash out in the snow? Nope. If the alarm go off in the middle of the night, she going down there with a smoking gun to see who trying to break into the apartment? Nope. If the kids need to be disciplined and you there, she gonna whoop their ass and send you to do it. She coming to get you. If there's a plumbing issue, she gonna get down there and fix that plumbing issue? Nope. I know it's gonna be some women in the comments, well, I would do it. Well, you're a rarity. Because most women ain't doing those damn things. They're going to pay someone to do it, or they're going to ask their man to do it if he's there. Therefore, if I ask you to get in the goddamn kitchen and cook and clean, just do it. Don't talk to me about fair. Is it fair that you got a job and you still want me to pay 70% of the bills or all of them? No. Is it fair I got to risk my life for you? No. Is it fair that I got to propose to you when you probably want to be married more than I do? No. Is it fair you can hit me and I can't hit you back? No. Is it fair you even have the option to not work at all and no one's going to judge you for it? No, because I don't. But do we complain? No, what's the point? It is what it is. See, we used to understand duty, and I will say this, there are some punk-ass dudes who do complain. All right? But overall, dudes are not running around here complaining about having to be a man. All right? Here's my problem. Again, you never hear that it's not fair until you have the advantage. Then they want to talk about fair. They don't ever say it's not fair. A woman will never say, if you came to a woman and said, man, it ain't fair that I got to climb that roof, she's going to look at you like you crazy. It ain't clear that I got to cut that grass. She's going to look at you like you're a fool. It ain't fair I got to go fight the burglar. She's going to think you're insane. It ain't fair I got to protect you. So don't let them get away with that BS. Those are two of the biggest red flags you can get. It's not fair and that strong and independent BS. Because it's just a way for them to get out of having to do any goddamn thing. And it's a sign of a lazy broad who's trying to manipulate and take advantage of you. Don't talk to me about fair. We used to understand duty. See, I'm old school. My granddad, listen, I don't know how many of y'all seen the movie Fences, right? But in the movie Fences, there's a scene with the dad. I can't remember the dad's name. But the son comes up to him and he said, you don't like me. Yeah, like you don't like me. And the dad said, like you. Like you. Let me tell you here, son, here. Do you eat? Boy said, yeah. Do you have a roof over your head? Yeah. You got clothes for school? Yeah. So don't talk to me about liking you. I don't have to like you. You're my son. You came from my loins. Therefore, I owe you to to take care of you because you didn't ask to be here. I don't have to like you. See, we used to understand duty is my point. Don't talk to me about like. This is my duty. It's my responsibility. We don't understand that no more. It is your responsibility as a man. That's why I agree with Steve Harvey. To take care of your woman and your family. It is her responsibility to nurture, nourish, be caring, loving, and supportive of her damn family. That ain't your job, especially if you're doing your job as a man. So I don't want to hear about fair. That's your duty. Duty ain't fair. It ain't fair. We got to go to work. We still got to go to work. The reality is most people ain't in their purpose and they don't want to go to work. But you got to go or you can't live. It is what it is. It sucks sometimes. But you have a duty. Do your damn duty. Everybody in this generation is soft as hell talking about some damn fair. It's not fair. Sound like a 5-year-old. But let's continue. My bad, I had to go on that tangent. That should piss me. That's not fair. I'm trying independent. Then turn around and complain. But I would like someone to help me. Nah, if you independent, then be independent and shut the hell up. That makes no sense. You want to be independent. How can you have an independent mindset and want a relationship? They don't even go together. I don't need a man for nothing. This is 5-year-old arguments, man. I'm telling y'all, that is a red flag. Just remember I told y'all that. But let's continue, man.
Try to live without women. Try to live your life without women. This ain't about a lot of doubt, man. This is bullshit without women. If it wasn't for what would you do? Aristotle Onassis said it best. He said if women did not exist, all the money in the world would have no meaning. Women is everything. They catch me out. They the lick, man. But these young boys done forgot it. Because these women out here, they've had to be independent because they ain't got the right man. Okay. But this system of marriage is still good. This system of a man taking care of a woman, that's really how it's supposed to be. All the rest of it is bullshit, man. And y'all need to quit tricking yourself with this new way of thinking. Because there's no way of thinking. This new way of thinking ain't getting y'all nowhere. I'm sorry. I got in trouble on one time. This came after me. Because I said, Mom, I'm not trying to reduce a woman to nothing else. Be all you can be. But damn, who don't need a man? That's a lie. What man don't need a woman? I tell you what. Try to live without them. Try to live your life without women. This ain't about a lot of doubt, man. This is some bullshit without women. If it wasn't for women, what would you? Aristotle Onassis said it best. He said, if women did not exist, all the money in the world would have no meaning. Dog, women is everything. They the catch me out. They the lick, man. But these young boys done forgot it because these women out here, they've had to be independent because they ain't got the right man.
Okay.
But this system of marriage is still good.
Okay.
This system of a man taking care of a woman, that's really how it's supposed to be. All the rest of it's bullshit, man. And y'all need to quit tricking yourself with this new way of thinking. Because this new way of thinking ain't getting y'all no damn where. I'm sorry.
Now, I do agree with him about that. The new way of thinking doesn't work. Because the new way of thinking is selfish. INDPNT, do you know what that means? Everybody out for themselves. No, you're supposed to have duty to your family and to the opposite sex. And we have a whole society of people running around talking about how they don't need nobody, men going their own way, and strong, independent women. We're going to cease to exist as a people. Men and women are yin and yang. No one's better than the other one. It's childish that this even has to keep being said to people in this generation. It's bad. But he's 100% right about that. Now, I disagree with him about the marriage, the institution of marriage not being broken. The institution of marriage is broken as all hell. Because the institution of marriage is still designed as if women don't have the right to work anymore. So everything financially still goes in their favor, as if these mugs ain't out here getting more college degrees than we are, making more money than we is. So the institution of marriage is broken because it's based on an outdated philosophy, as if women don't earn anything, so you have to give them a slice of whatever it is you have, your social security, your retirement, your monthly income, your assets, and that's BS. Now, as we're starting to get to a point where women are starting to earn more money finally, and it's starting to bite their ass back, the women gonna fix it because you men is soft. You got men like Steve Harvey. You're supposed to take care of your woman. What's wrong with that? You got Ricky Smiley. Why would you want to take your woman's money? You shouldn't want to take your woman's money. You should be happy to pay for your woman. But when they asses get hit, and they the high earners, and they get put on alimony and child support, as it starts to happen more, it's gonna be gone because the women ain't gonna do it. They're not going to do it. They're going to go to court. They're going to cry. They're going to complain. They're going to moan. They're going to kick. They're going to scream until the laws get changed. They're going to do everything y'all wouldn't do to make sure that that doesn't happen. So I do disagree with him about the institution of marriage not being broken. But as far as traditional gender roles, he's 100% right. Even if you have a relationship where you have two high earners, so you have a power couple, it still almost always falls back to gender roles. I've seen it. I see power couples all the time. I'm a financial consultant. I see them all the time. The woman still generally follows the man. The man still pays the majority of the bill. That's usually when you end up in a 70-30 situation when you have two high earners. Then they invest the difference, travel with the difference, and all that good stuff. But the man still feels an obligation generally to protect his woman and provide for her. And she still feels the need to nourish, be nurturing, caring, supportive, and cooking and cleaning and nurturing the kids a little bit more than he does, because we always fall back to what we know. It's biology. And it does work better than this new age stuff. Can 50-50 work for some people? Yeah. Is it going to work for most people? Nope. Especially if both of y'all is broke. 50-50 really only work in a power couple. And usually that ends up being 70-30 anyway, like I was just saying. But it only works when you both have an abundance of money. If y'all both struggling, y'all try to do 50-50, it ain't going to last. I'm telling y'all right now. It's not. It's not. So let's wrap this up. I think you only have one more thing to say.
I got in trouble on one time. This group came after me because I said Marjorie belonged to me.
And they said she's not a possession. She's a person. She's a human.
She is. She mine. What are you talking about? She belonged to me. But I got news for you. I'm hers. I belong to her. See, if you don't like that system, carry your punk ass on. Go do something else. And let me know how they work out for you. I want to belong to somebody.
Right.
I want somebody to belong to me.
And he finished it up spitting facts. Again, when he says, I belong to you, he's 100% right. When you marry a woman, she belongs to you. Now, just like he said, people try to get offended because whenever we say anything masculine, whenever we hold any type of power in modern days, people go, hey, she's not a possession. Yes, she is. I brought her ass. If I'm providing for her and I'm protecting for her, I literally brought her. I pay for her existence. She belongs to me. Now, to be fair, like he said, I belong to her too. I belong to her too. My money is her money. My body is her body. My come up is her come up. Vice versa. But she belongs. You're not going to tell me my wife don't belong to me. That's why the damn divorce rate is so high. Because y'all want to get married for the aesthetic and to flash your ring around, then act like you still move as if you're independent. No, you're not. Again, duty. Duty. Once you marry her, she belongs to you. That is your responsibility. You don't get to marry a woman and she out here raggedy as hell and you fly. You think it don't matter because you fly. No, you raggedy because your family's raggedy. Simple as that. It's simple as that. But like he said, you belong to her too. I just had this debate with one female that I'm dating. She talking about something, oh, well, I love this other guy, but I don't want to marry him. I don't want to be in a relationship with him. I love you. So I'm going to keep this other guy around, but I'm going to be mainly with you. And I'm going to have kids with you and cook and clean with you, but he's just going to be around like, like my best friend and all this stuff. No, you're not going to have another dude you love around. No, that's two bulls in the ring. Not going to work. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Can't have two bulls in the ring. You need one simp for that to work. So unless he's it ain't gonna work. If you feel like you love this man, you can't live without him, then go be with him. Because if you marry me, you belong to me, and I'm not sharing. This is why I tell you guys, and this is another gem. There's nothing wrong with a woman having experience. Now, I'm not telling you to go and date no hoe, but a woman who's been around, right? She's messed with different types of dudes, right? Big dudes, small dudes, fat dudes, skinny dudes, muscular dudes, tall dudes, short dudes, Big Johnson, Little Johnson, lot of money, no money, right? She's been cheated on. She's cheated before. All right? It doesn't have to be all these things. I'm just giving you guys a representation of what I'm trying to say. I'm giving you guys a representation of that, right? She's been the reason that the relationship didn't work. She's had a dude, she's trying to make it work. He was the reason it didn't work. She's treated people badly. She's been treated badly. When you have a woman with experience And she doesn't even have to have sex. It's just the experience of relationships, been there, done that. With different types of men, she can appreciate a good one. Because she's been on all sides. She's had a good man and lost him. She's had a bad man and been mistreated. She's had her fun. She understands. So when you come and you're the right one, she's willing to give herself to you completely. Women who feel like there's still something on the table, rather it be because they didn't have a lot of dating experience, like say they're a virgin or something like that, right? Or let's say they were sheltered. Maybe they're highly religious or something like that. They haven't had a lot of experience. They haven't been burnt. They haven't been on both sides of anything. They don't know. So they start to get into those mindset where they'll take shit for granted. A woman who, if you like her third boyfriend or her first real boyfriend, for example, out of college, and you offer to take care of her, she's not going to appreciate you taking care of her. She's going to think, well, if I'm only 22 and I got a man willing to take care of me, I'll always have a man willing to take care of me. That dumbass mindset that women have. Like when they 30, they're going to have the same market. That's what they think. So they'll take you for granted thinking it's a whole bunch of you. Then after 4 years of realizing, oh my God, nobody else wants to take care of me, they're going to try to circle back. It's too late. And I'm saying that to say, similar to what Steve Harvey said, no, if I marry you, you belong to me. I brought you. I financed you. I paid for you. You belong to me, and I belong to you. Ain't no him over here, who I care a lot about too, but not in that way. Ain't none of that. Ain't no, well, my girls are just as important. Ain't none of that. No, it's me and it's you. That doesn't mean you can't have friends. But if there's someone else you love, admire, and respect, that's a problem. And we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. This is why I tell people, date people who've already got their flings out of the way. Like I said, they already been through some stuff. They know they can appreciate something. Because a lot of people think the marriage shit, like I said, it's the aesthetic. I just want to be married to say I'm married and have my fantasy fulfilled. Most of these damn girls' dads can't even afford to pay for their wedding like they're supposed to. They ain't got enough money to buy your right wedding band. A lot of women don't even know they're supposed to buy your wedding band. How the hell you going to buy my wedding band? You ain't got no money. But that's neither here nor there. I digress. It's the aesthetic. You have to weed out the women who just want to be married for an aesthetic. And as soon as a woman say, I don't belong to you or anything along that, don't marry her ass. Because she belongs to you, you belong to her. As soon as she says there's somebody else that I love or somebody else who has my heart, don't do it. Don't do it. And vice versa. Same thing for the women. Oh, I really love this woman too. Sounds to me, sure, like you need to be with her. Or you need to figure it out. Or take some more time to figure out what you want to do. Because it's not going to be two women in this kitchen. And then you got some people who will bring up polygamy. Oh, well, you can have a polygamy. Yeah, all right. This shit gonna end up like Brother Polite and them. It ain't gonna last long. You're not gonna be able to do that nowadays. Like that's a niche. There are people who can't make it work. But generally speaking, when you're talking about marriage, I belong to you and you belong to me. And that's it. That's what it is. It is what it is. But that's my thoughts on that and complete summation of that video. I'm being honest with you guys. I really don't think Steve Harvey simped that bad. I'd say he stayed like this. He stayed right in the middle, which is you're supposed to be doing if you're being balanced. The only wild thing he said was women don't have to bring anything else to the table. That was wild. But outside of that, I don't really see nothing else he said bad. I don't. I think overall it was pretty good. Everything he said was pretty good. He held men accountable. He held women accountable. This is why you got to get the context of what people are saying, and you can't take what people are saying out of context, because then you miss important things. But that's my thoughts on that. Like I said, I really don't think Steve Harvey was simping that hard. I don't. Some of you dudes are just overly masculine, man. He was spitting because, again, that one line was wild, but when you listen to it in context, to the whole presentation of what he said, it really wasn't that bad. But that's my thoughts on that. I am Malix, and I am out. Peace.